Oh, hello everybody, and a very big old welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting my life. Today I thought it would be a load of fun, seeing as we are entering autumn, she says, whilst looking at the sun and burning her retinas. It's pretty bright today, but we are entering fall. Fall is amongst us. I have mixed opinions about fall, if I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I should rap. Why in the UK do we have so many clouds? Wowzers. Wow. I've always had mixed opinions about autumn because sunshine gives me a better mood generally, and summer is all about wearing cute outfits you don't have to worry about being blown up in the wind. It's about spending more time outside, which makes me pretty happy. Everyone's in a good mood. However, Christmas happens and Halloween happens, so... Also, I think the world generally looks a lot prettier in autumn when the leaves are falling, everything's brown. All the leaves are brown and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey. I think it's just because I live near the sea and we get really bad wind here. Which basically just means I can't really wear nice flowy dresses or short skirts as soon as it hits September, but it's fine. Today I wanted to do a fun little get ready with me autumn edition every day. I thought maybe we could have a chat about some things that are going on in my life whilst we do so. So let's start with my primer. Now I brought out this, so it's in this sort of long sleeve top, but I decided not to do it in a long sleeve top. I know, some of you are gonna be like, oh, I want it in the shirt, but I don't personally like how this material feels. Anyway, this is my Halloween exclusive shirt. It says Queen of Halloween, Queen of Halloween. There's a little ghost holding a balloon, he's getting floated away, and there's a bat and a dancing skeleton. I'm sorry that it's quite feminine. I mean, it says queen. You can be a queen if you're a guy. I'm pretty sure a lot of females are going to prefer this design. I just really liked the idea. Let me know what you think of it. Are you gonna get one? Do it. Is what I think you should do. I'm definitely going to be using my Naked Heat palette for this video because it's, well, what everyone's going on about. Look how autumnal it is. So much autumnal. I'm going to use this one up here to do me base on my eyes. I just feel like, for some reason, that really freaking makes a difference, but it probably doesn't. So as this is going to be quite an autumnal vibe, I'm going to use my Sleek Ultra Mattes palette to get this yellow here. Look at that beautiful yellow over there, and I'm just gonna go nuts with that. Fun fact, I dropped this brush on a toilet brush when I was at my sister's wedding getting ready in the hotel. You best believe that I de-infected this thing for hours and hours. I find toilet brushes just really weird in general. It's all about plungers. It's all about plungers. Oh wow, just the thought of Life is Strange just flew into my head. Then again, when has it not? I just feel like I needed to talk about it with you guys. Oh my god, I finally completed the first freaking series, and it took me ages to complete it because me and Adam, we just kept falling asleep when we tried to play it, and it makes me sound like I'm saying it was bad, but it is a very relaxing game. And then we got to an episode where things just suddenly changed. It was no longer relaxing, and then we were hooked and we literally just finished it in a weekend. So many twists, so many turns. Really good. If you like story-based games, give it a try. I have a Deck of Scarlet palette. You might have seen a lot of makeup gurus talk about this. The one I've got is number 1, and I want to use this sunshine colour here. It's really gorgeous and glittery. Take a look at that gorgeousness. So another thing I really want to talk with you guys about today are my podcasts. Hey Ellie, what do you mean your podcasts? You don't do podcasts. Exactly. And I want to change that. Ever since I was a wee little kid, I've always been into the radio. Radio was like one of the first forms of media that I was ever interested in, I would say. So my dad worked for this electronics company, and he made these massive black boxes which help you record sound. So you can put in a little cassette tape. Guys, if you're young and you don't know what that is, you can record sound on them. Magic. By the way, I'm just gonna hop next to the fudge one and work on me crease. Anyway, this one time he bought me back one from work, and me and this black box were inseparable. I would just record my own little radio shows, and sometimes I would even put on the voices of other people who were on my show. Other people. There were no people on my show. I just used to blab on and on to myself and record them as if I was filming for the radio. And I don't really know the point of recording it, to be honest, because I never listened to them back, I don't think. It would be really fun if I could find them one day and play them for a video, but I don't actually know if we kept them. And the weird thing is, I basically spoke about all the kinds of things I kind of do now, I guess. I spoke about all the things that interested me then rather than what interests me now. I, as a kid, was always kind of doing what I do now on YouTube, which is such a freaky thing to think about. I was almost wanting to do what I do now. I even would sit on like the toilet or in the bath and just talk to myself as if I was hosting my own freaking show. I'm not even sure what I was doing. Pretty much YouTube, but without the camera. I'm just gonna grab this Galaxy Chic BH Cosmetic palette inspired by literal planets. How cool is that? I featured this in a recent Get Rid of Me video where you guys decided what I wore and how I wore my makeup and stuff. It was a really good video. If you enjoyed it, you can go find it on my channel. Lots of people seem to like it. That video has kind of got me back into using this because I figured it's actually quite nice. It's pretty cute, and I'm going to be using that for the inner corner of my eyes just to wake things up a bit and add a bit of sparkle. Anyway, long story short, obviously my love for film and video soon took over, and I pretty much do what I wanted to do on radio, but with visuals, so that was extra exciting to me. However, I do listen to podcasts. I don't necessarily listen to radio unless it's for music, but when it comes to podcasts, I find them really interesting, and I just rely on them if I'm going through a period where I'm not sleeping very well. By the way, I'm going to use this palette here. This Sucker Punch colour down here is going to be used for under my eyeballs, and this one's going to be used just to darken what I've got already. I also used to host a little radio show for Habbo Hotel. I know, lame, but part of the story, right? So anyway, in the back of my head, I've always thought it would be fun to do my own podcast. Nothing special, kind of just like an extension to my YouTube channel. Sort of what I do now, but longer. But the options that you've got to do a podcast on is fairly slim. Like, there isn't a lot of options out there, and honestly, the way podcasts are going now, like, a lot of people are doing them. I do think that's going to change soon. Although it's not about the money, obviously, like, I do have a passion for this, and I want this just to be like another project that I work on. I do need to think about money. I am self-employed, and I need to use as much as my time possible doing what I do, because, you know, money is hard to come by, and that'd be very risky to me to start putting all my time into something which I'm not sure whether I'm going to get something out of it. I might put that Sucker Punch on my waterline, actually. I think that might look quite nice. So yeah, long story short, I feel like I'm talking about the same thing for ages now, but I came up with an idea. Steady on. It's not often Ellie comes up with ideas. And that was to perhaps do my podcasts exclusively for Patreon. And there's many reasons why I think that'll be a good idea. One, like I said, I need to value my time. And Patreon is the very first time I've ever had like an exclusive paid for only club where people who really want to really want to support me and really like what I do can come, take in exclusive stuff and enjoy exclusive features. If you don't know, I've got a Patreon page. A lot of YouTubers do nowadays, and I've got perks on there such as I write to my Patreons, I send blooper video reels to them, I make little Patreon only videos every so often. I go to those guys for like advice on content or get them included in some fun ideas for videos. Basically just a really nice place where I feel safe, and I feel like everything I say is going to be taken in a nice way because everyone there likes me. That sounds really weird, but sometimes YouTube can be scary. Some of the things I make, I'm like, ew, what are people gonna say? I thought it would be nice to give people yet another perk and another reason why they might want to be part of my Patreon pals, and that would be making podcasts. Some of you might say, well, what the frick is the point when you can just do it on YouTube? There's other YouTubers that do podcasts in video form. There's totally nothing wrong with that at all. The way I kind of see it though is YouTube is kind of changing the amount of things YouTubers can say, and they're sort of censoring us. We can say what we want to say, but we won't get paid for it. If I want to make content about something that's quite risky, I have to choose money, so I make something that I don't want to make as much rather than making something that I really, really, really want to make, which is sucky. I don't want to choose money over enjoyment. And if you guys don't know what I'm going on about, basically YouTube is flagging videos, so it means YouTubers aren't getting paid when they talk about things that are quite risky. I don't even want to say some of the things because then this video might get flagged. So some things like religion and stuff even get flagged. People's particular choices in who they love. Anyway, it's a stupid world right now, but hopefully it will be fixed. But on Patreon, that's not the case. That is not the case. Also, I'm not saying, hey, donate $1 million to listen to this podcast. That will probably be a load of balls. You just have to be a Patreon person, so you can literally donate $1. I'm hoping to do some taboo topics. I've got a few series ideas, but I'm not sure whether to do that for this channel or for the podcast. And I'm not trying to toot my own trumpet here and saying that I'm amazing at advice, but it might be a cool idea to do like an agony aunt section of the podcast. I'm going to use Bobbi Brown's Long Wear Sparkle Shadow and Liner. It looks a little something like this, and I just put it like on the very end here. It just adds a little bit of joy and magic. But anyway, I would really like to know some of your thoughts. What do you think of this idea? Are you not about that podcast life? So yeah, my uploading video schedule is a little bit changed now. I mean, I kind of did the schedule for myself, so I kind of knew that I was uploading frequently and kept track of my life. I'm not going to be doing the Sunday anymore, simply because it felt very unnatural uploading 2 days in a row. For me, I kind of just felt like I was pestering people too much, and the fact I didn't really want to upload on weekends. Weekends are my weekends for a reason. Although I am self-employed, I do work your standard 9 to 5 hours, though sometimes I'm like 9 to 11. But the bottom line is, I like to keep my weekends free so I can hang out with people that don't have the choice of having a weekend free or not. I've got some really cool Halloweeny video ideas for you guys, by the way. I say ideas, they're literally not even ideas anymore. They are set in stone and happening. I hope people don't get annoyed that I'm going to be uploading a lot less, and I don't think you will. I'm always around on social media. I'm about, and also I stream live a lot. Like, I stream live quite a bit every day, almost. You can see me on YouNow from 7 to 11, I would say, UK time, PM. I said that all backwards. But you'll find me on there. If you want to be notified when I do stream live, then all you've got to do is click the link and then hit become a fan. And honestly, the streaming community, if you want to call it that I'm experiencing is absolutely beautiful. When someone comes in, everyone greets each other and we make friends and you guys make friends, and I just think that is the side of YouTube that I've always loved from the beginning. It's the community side. Too Faced selfie powder. I feel like I've waffled quite a bit. I know when I asked you lot what you want to see on my channel, a lot of you said get rid of me videos, but I'm always welcome, by the way. Please use this comment section to let me know what it is that you want to see on this channel, because I'm always taking in your suggestions. I'm always listening to your harsh criticism. I don't necessarily get stuck for ideas, it's just I get stuck for knowing what it is that the general public wants. I've been using this again, my Too Faced Brow Envy Kit. Now I'm just going to use some of my MUA highlight, which is a little bit old now. I do need to get some new MUA stuff and do a MUA try-on video, because I used to do those back in the day and people still tell me that they miss them, but the highlight's really good. I still use some of the random products that they got. Yay, that glow though. Yes. I'm going to do some brown lips, of course, to match the autumn leaves. I'm going to start off with MAC's Lip Pencil in Night Moth. This is kind of like a plummy colour, but I want to give myself quite a dark base. Now I've got that on, I'm going to put this on, which is Lord & Berry Timeless Kiss Proof Lipstick. It's not kiss proof, but then is any product that claims to be kiss proof kiss proof? It's a pretty different shade to what I've just put on, but I kind of like the colour combination this gives. It's like a deep, 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 deep plum colour. Something I always seem to forget is put a little bit of highlight on my nosies. One of my favourite parts. How lame am I? This is by e.l.f. I'm not really a massive fan of this, if I'm going to be honest, but I usually get a brow highlight pencil and just run it underneath the whole brow. I think I don't like that one very much because it's pinky based, and I like it when they make ones that are really whitening and bright. Urban Decay All Night Spray. A very big thank you if you managed to watch this far, and if you did, then I will see you for my next video, which will be very, very soon. Support me on all of my social medias if you can, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you like my Get Ready With Me videos, and I will make some more for you. Subscribe to this channel to be notified every time I make a brand new video if you are new. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye!